just had a police officer come up to me and check on me, and it felt really, really weird. In those situations, just kind of like get like a little bit awkward because like I'm like a vlogger or like whatever, like I make videos and everything like that. And like when talking to a police officer, it's just best to be as truthful as possible. It's a little bit awkward for me because like, you know, like he was just like, hey, you know, because like I pull up in this big ass white truck to like these things at like fucking 1 o'clock in the morning, you know, so like it's a little bit suspicious. So like, I mean, he pulled up quick. Like I literally pulled up and then he like pulled up, you know, I'm not sure if he was over there or something, like looking over there, but it was like quick. And like I told him, I was just like, oh, I'm like making like videos and everything like that. He was like, oh, what do you do? I was just like, oh, I do daily vlogs and everything like that. Told him everything. And then he was just like, okay, so like what's your plan? I was just like, oh, just plan, you know, like using these like in my video and everything like that. And then he was just like, okay. And then like I went on to like tell him about like how my camper said, you know something about me? I realized I speak in paragraphs. What I'm getting to is like yesterday afternoon, I was like on Zillow, I think it's called, and I was looking at plots of land. I was looking at plots of lands and I found like this property, and I don't want to hype anything up because like right now in the situation, I have like less than $1,000. Okay, being point blank honest with you. So even like renting this for the day, I would only assume that it's like, I would say like $800 per day. Maybe not that much. I'm just saying like this is looking forward into my future and having goals. I think is very good for me, especially being like a man. And like I was like looking at like all of these things, right? And I was like looking at like these ones too and everything like that. And in like my own perfect world where like I'm glad that life doesn't actually work like this, because that would kind of suck if I just had like $7 billion or something. Like I had freedom, like full on freedom, because you know money's kind of freedom. I would, first of all, you got to call ahead maybe a month prior to what I'm doing, to what I would do if I had that kind of money. I would call them and I would say I want to rent, you know, maybe it would be one. There's one over there too. There's one like over there behind the orange one. There's some bobcats over there. And I would have to say rent 1, 2, 3, because you got the front scoop. This one has the front scoop, it's not as big, so I would want both of them. So I would need the front scoop to dig the hole deep. I would need the bobcats to like flatten out the land, and then this one will be like kind of like an extra. So I would need like 3 of them, and then I would rent all 3 of them for like a month, for like a whole month, to where, you know, they're mine for like a month. Say if I bought the property, say if I bought this 9 acres of land. I took off my tank top because it like looked all weird and shit like that. But I have like the like biggest passion for like big trucks and like things like this. In fact, like when I was like a kid, like I had like a small one of like the red ones in the back over there, except those like pedal wheels and like, you know, you can like do and everything like that. And like I used to like watch Bob the Builder. I used to like fucking like read all these construction books and everything like that. And the reason why I like, you know, like I'm a security guard, like the reason why I'm not like in that field of work is because like you're an employee, or like even if you're the boss, you're still like, I don't want to offend anybody, but you're still like an employee. Like you're still doing a service for it. But it's just like with my passion for stuff like this, it's more or less kind of like for fun and everything like that, with a massive amount of like safety. So the reason why, like, I'm not in, like, I could be making, I don't really, like, I could be making so much more money, I guess, doing this thing, but, like, I mean, it does take a lot of time to learn how to use these. But it's like, I want to be in charge. That's why I want the land and everything like that. But the reason why I can't even go, like, this land for 9 acres was like $150,000. Like, literally, that's going to be like the next truck that I get is going to be in that price range. Even if it was like $200,000 or $300,000 for a plot of land, it'll be mine. The problem with that is it's like, it's really not actually mine. Even if I bust down $300,000 for a plot of land, because it's like I can't really do anything with it. Say, like, even if, like, because I live in California, say if I bought like 9 acres of land and I just pull up in my truck and I'm sleeping in the back of my truck and living on my land, that's illegal. So it's just like, what am I gonna do with this land? Can I build a house on it? Do I have like $5 million to throw away? No. So it's just like, if I bought like a plot of land, I'm basically kind of handcuffing myself to this. And my thing is, like, I really do like freedom. And it's just like, when you buy a house or land, it's just like you're in that bitch for the next 30, like 15 or 30 years, you know, you're in that bitch. So it's just like, I don't know, it's just like something, it's like I'm getting closer to like what I want to do, and it's really sad that I can't do what I want to do. It's really, really sad because I want to have fun. It's just like, it's like, because I don't really know how to like play anymore. I don't know how to have fun anymore. It's just like every single adult's fun is literally just alcohol or smoking and going to the club and getting girls and having sex. And it's just like, there's so much more to actually having like nice, healthy fun that will make you better. Say if we just did live in my like perfect world and like I could do that, it's just like I would be able to teach myself how to use this safely. But I can't. I can't because I don't have enough money. I can't because just the world's just too fucking real right now. It's too real. It's like we take I love the police officers. I love the laws. I love like what we got going here, but it's just like, it's just like, what if you only do, it's like, what if you could only live once? Like, what if you don't reincarnate? What if you don't come back? It's like, do you know, like, it's gonna be that kind of thing of just that you don't realize what you have until it's gone. But once you have it in your possession, you don't appreciate it. I think that's like with the life. It's like once we die, you're like, oh no, I could have built a fucking rocket ship. I could have built stuff. I could have done stuff. But it's just like, now that I'm an entity again, I'm just a cloud floating in space. I can't fucking do anything anymore. I don't know if the world really needs people like me. The thing, like, I'm a security guard and I love it so much. I love my job so much because I finally found a job that like they like me and everything like that. But it's just like I'm itching for something else. I'm like itching for something else. I do want to continue getting better because, like, you know, when I used to live in like Van Nuys on the street and everything like that, it was like it was done. It was over. Like there was no future. There was no, because I wasn't making money. It's like I was living on the sidewalk and everything like that. So now comparing to like my life right now is, I honestly don't know how it happened. It should have ended on the sidewalk. Anywho, but like going back to like buying the land and everything like that. These ones are too small. These ones, honestly, I was like looking at them right now. I was like, that's a little. I'm just gonna be as honest with you as possible. Honestly, like I really do want to have like a house to where I can like fucking dance and shit. I want to learn how like I want to like move around. I want to have fun and everything like that. You know, the problem with me dancing is this lady destroyed it for me because I went to an Anytime Fitness and they had like a dance studio and you could take your phone and plug it and like it would play the music so loud and it was like a dance area. And apparently I can dance. I can't just do it right now. It's just like squatting 600 pounds. You can't just, like, you gotta, like, so these are too small. I would probably need, fuck, once you put the walls in and everything like that, it does look so much smaller. I would probably need something perfectly designed for me. No, sorry, the light's turning off of that thing over there, so I had to check my camera to see that you guys can still see me and everything like that. With like no limits, no anything like that, I had like all the money in the world and everything like that. No one's gonna come to me and like serve me, oh, you owe us $23,000 or like whatever it is, because you bought this land and you put this thing on it and you've been living out of it, you've been living in this property, fucking this and that and everything like that. With all that gone, I would probably need about 10 times the size of this thing, which would be considered like a small house. But since I have no kids, I have no baby mamas, I have no girlfriends, I ain't got no wife, I've never been married, never had no kids, I'm fully free. Unfortunately, I don't talk to my parents. Like, everybody's gone. It's just me. I'm an actual solo person, you know? You know what I mean? You know? So that would work for me perfectly. The only issue is, like, because once you get your first house, you got to keep on moving up. You know, you got to keep on getting like bigger and bigger, better and better. There's a limit, I think, though. It's just, you know, personal preference. But it's like, what if I got like a husky or something? What if I got like a dog? 10 times the size of this on 9 acres, I think is a little bit too small. Honestly, at that point, if I got a husky, I think I would need a full-size house to accommodate the guy.